National Intelligence rejecting suggestions made by the president-elect that it was official agencies who perhaps leaked those claims that Russia has compromising material about him. There's also, as there was yesterday, lots of Senate hearings going on Capitol Hill this afternoon. These are the various confirmation hearings for some of Donald Trump's nominees to significant cabinet posts. I believe yes, indeed, there we are. In fact, we are looking at James Mattis because he's nominated as Secretary for Defense. So he is appearing in front of the US Senate Armed Services Committee. And then there are similar confirmation hearings, others over the course of the afternoon. So much going on Capitol Hill, and we are, of course, just over a week away from the inauguration. So plenty to discuss, and let's discuss it all with Malory, who has joined me, a Republican commentator, professor of politics at Oxford. Good to see you. Thanks very much. And you've been waiting patiently to talk to us, but thank you very much for joining us. In fact, as we've shown those pictures of James Mattis, I mean, I think you know quite a few of Donald Trump's nominees. I'm curious about your thoughts, anything we might have heard already from Rex Tillerson, what you think of the sort of people he's putting around him.
I think he's putting a fabulous group around him. I mean, but the Democrats are doing everything they can to delegitimize not only his election, President-elect Trump's election, but also a lot of the people that he's put up for confirmation. I mean, Jeff Sessions is one of the great men of the United States. They picked on a couple of things he said 40 years ago in a different time, a different place. And what Cory Booker, the senator from New Jersey, did was, it was really wrong. It's not the Senate. It's not that nice place anymore.
Are you talking about what went on during confirmation hearings?
Yes, I'm talking about what he said during the confirmation hearings. It was just wrong the way he did it. I mean, it's lost a lot of its gentlemanliness, and it's getting worse and worse. And it didn't just start with Donald Trump. It's been on a path in that direction for a long time. But
a confirmation hearing, because it's not something we have in quite the same way in this country.
No,
just to explain to people, it shouldn't necessarily just be a rubber stamping exercise, should it?
No, it shouldn't be. But what you're looking at is somebody who's been in the Senate for a long time. When you talk about Jeff Sessions, he's been a senator from Alabama for a long time. Everybody knows him pretty well, and he has a lot of friends in the Senate. And it isn't a rubber stamp, but I will tell you that most of these people will get through and be confirmed. I would be surprised if all but one didn't get through. They'll probably knock one out just to be able to say they did it. And I'm not sure who that one's going to be, but they're going to get through.
OK. In terms of what has become pressing, I mean, these are the pictures from yesterday with Rex Tillerson, but in terms of what is pressing with the intelligence agencies, with the mood, I mean, irrespective of political affiliation, surely the language, the tone of all of this between a president-elect and the intelligence agencies, I mean, this is not what should be going on, surely, 1 week before an inauguration.
It shouldn't be going on at all, Jane, but you have to understand that the intelligence community, the 16 agencies that make up the intelligence community, that have over $50 billion a year budget, plus the intelligence budgets for defense, these agencies have become more and more politicized. The people who run these agencies are appointments of the president, are appointees. And the people who are running those agencies currently are people that are close to Obama and are Obama appointees. Obama is doing everything he can to keep his legacy intact and to delegitimize Donald Trump.
The intelligence agency's number one job, though, surely, is to keep the country safe and to keep American citizens safe.
I hope you're right. But it is highly political and has gotten more and more political over the years. And that's a real problem. I agree with you. That's what their job should be. But they're appointed by somebody. And their loyalty sometimes goes in multiple directions.
And what is going on at the moment? Where do you... Will this damage Donald Trump in any way, in your opinion?
I don't think so. See, what happened in his press conference, I think, is telling also. As you know, Mr. Acosta accosted him. Mr. Acosta's from CNN, and accosted him, and he basically put him down pretty strongly. The elite bubble, pardon me, which is similar to London, the elite bubble in Washington, New York, and on the West Coast, don't like that. But the people in the middle really do like that, and they're tired of an elitist approach. The liberals in America, and this is important to understand, the liberals in America have lost their way in many ways, as they have in this country. What you've seen is huge resources and political capital being put into a small group of people, the LGBT community, for instance. Not the poor people who need education, but their political capital is being used for a small group that in many ways that Hollywood identifies with and other elites identify with. And you see this delegitimization of Donald Trump in the same way you see the delegitimization of Brexit going on here. It is not being accepted by London, Cambridge, Oxford, and that area up north.
Okay, Malory, Factor, there is so much in there that you have said that we could continue chatting for quite some time. We're going to have to leave it for now. But we may return.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.